on something that you wrote, they're basically saying there's nothing big that you did wrong at all. It's strong, good paper. But how do you get from there to there? It's by slowing down and giving more details and examples, because that shows that you know more about the subject. And it's not just writing forever for the sake of writing, but it's giving more. When a person is really brief and quick and to the point, most teachers don't like that as much as someone who develops their points. And so I think this is good for you to know. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention is over on the back side on the bottom. And again, many things I could say here, but I just wanted to mention the bottom two, number 5 and 6. These are kind of favorites of mine to talk about. Number 5 says, is the writing mechanically, grammatically, and stylistically correct? What does that mean? Well, again, we're not talking about English teachers here. I've talked to some teachers and I say, what bothers you about student writing? And you know what some teachers say first thing, besides what I said here? They say spelling. I hate spelling mistakes. Okay, that's just their own sort of pet peeve. Well, if you're not the greatest speller in the world and your teacher hates spelling mistakes, that's not a very good combination. And if you have to do writing in class, what should you do to solve the problem? Well, one of them is to ask the teacher, can I bring a dictionary to use when I'm taking it? If they say yes, then that solves the problem. But what if they say, no, closed book, closed all books? Then what do you do? And here's the answer. I know this sounds dumb, but it works. Only use words you know how to spell. Okay? So while you're writing and you're about to write a word and you're thinking, is that E-I or I-E? I don't have any, don't use it. You're just trying again to keep the teacher sort of in a good mood while they read your paper. And if you do things that just kind of jab at them, it tends to affect your score at least a little bit. And then the last part of this is number 6, is the writing at least fairly neat or legible? One of my skills as a teacher is I can read almost anything after all these years, but some students, I'm convinced, are training to be doctors. You know what doctors' writing looks like? No other human being can read that. And if you're at a point where you finish an essay and you have 5 minutes left, go back and reread it. And I know you can read your writing. I don't know how many other people can. It depends on how nice it is. But if you end up looking at a couple of words on there, and even you're thinking, what is that word? Try to fix them. And these are just minor things, but again, you're trying to deliver a paper in such a way that the teacher can very easily and comfortably read. They don't have to strain, and that tends to help your grade even a tiny bit, and you're looking for every advantage you can get. Okay, so lots more I could say, but you can read through the rest on your own, like I said, and I appreciate you coming today. Next week, multiple choice, test anxiety, kind of all of that we'll talk about, so I hope to see you then.